Welcome everyone to today's webinar. My name is Chelsea. I'm a part of the sales and marketing team here at Sennovate. I would first like to start out by going through today's agenda. First, we will do an introduction of Sennovate and then give an introduction of these gentlemen joining me today. Next, we will go over the basic concept and overview of administrative access. And to clarify in advance, administrative access is also known as privileged access management, in case we mentioned both. We will then discuss where companies go wrong when it comes to securing their passwords, and then we will follow with an example of a customer that has had issues with password management and discuss the necessary steps that Sennovate took to implement a solution. All right, awesome. Let's get started. Today, I have the president and founder of Sennovate, Senthil Palaniappan. Senthil, welcome. Thank you for being
Chelsea.
here today. And I also have the solutions architect here at Sennovate, Ajit Kannan. Ajit, thank you for being here today.
Thank you, Chelsea.
I'm going to first start us out with a question for Senthil. Senthil, can you please start us off by describing what Sennovate does and how we help our clients?
Sure, thanks Chelsea, and thank you for everyone joining this webinar series. Sennovate, we specialize in identity and access management solutions. Actually, we provide solutions around single sign-on, multi-factor authentication, privileged account management, identity governance and administration, and security analytics. We are kind of working on to combine all those things powered by artificial intelligence so that we can give a better possible solution protection for our customers.
Awesome, thank you for that. So leading into the topic today, what do we mean by administrative access and why is protecting this access so important?
Sure, Chelsea, that's a very important very purpose of this webinar. So the privileged account management is the administrative access. So when you go to any corporation or any enterprise, if you will, they have so many different systems. They have the infrastructure as a service systems like Amazon or Rackspace, and they have the internal on-prem systems, a lot of VMs, and also a lot of enterprise applications like SAP, Oracle, so many systems. So every system has an administrative access or service accounts to perform some of the administrative functions. So when you have it, those users are not a named users. So nobody is having responsibility or accountability around those usernames and passwords. How do you protect these kind of unnamed users? That's what all about privileged access management systems.
Yeah, so obviously it's necessary that companies do protect these administrative accounts because they hold so much valuable information for the company.
Absolutely.
So leading us into the next kind of question, what are some common mistakes that companies make when it comes to protecting their privileged account management, in their accounts?
Sure, yeah, absolutely. When you say common management, common mistakes, it is like funny, so many simple things people miss. It is not because of their negligence or anything. It's just that the awareness, like, oh, these kind of vulnerability isn't possible, that kind of a thing. When you look at it, like one of the things, common mistakes is like not changing passwords enough. So if it's a named user, what happens is like you send the set up the password iteration policy, password expiration policy, and then force people to change the password. But it administrator whom to send it. So that passwords not changed often. Then most of the time they set it like not expire. The attribute not expired checked in, so that password never been changed. Then also what they do is like multiple systems having the same password, so that it's easy to remember, because one administrator managing hundreds of systems keep passwords for all the hundreds of systems the same way. And also saving those passwords in unsafe methods, like saving in Excel, which is protected with one single password for the entire enterprise. That's another thing. And also failing to revoke when the employee leaves, because since you have the same password or set up passwords for entire system and keeping in Excel, somebody leaves, people don't think that they have to go on and change everywhere and then update Excel and update Excel password. Most of the time people miss it. So those are the things. And also session wise trusting the employees, in a sense that that no monitoring or accountability put around it, just to trust the employee, assuming that they do the good job, or the weekend when they're doing the performing some maintenance activities.
Yeah.
So those are the common mistakes generally people
So
do. That
little things like that we don't even think of. If I was to keep my passwords in a Word doc because it's convenient for me, or somewhere where I can remember them, but that document's not secure, someone can get into it, and then if I have the same password for everything, then they could get into everything that I have in that Word doc.
Absolutely. If you give me that one, I can get into all your bank accounts.
Yeah, that's not good. So what are some of the solutions out there for these mistakes that people make, and what are the key features of some of these solutions?
Absolutely, there's a lot of solutions available in the market. If you look at the privileged account management as a whole, you have like access control for each and every account. What can those accounts do, and password management for those accounts, password vaults, and you have that level of session monitoring. You can monitor the session, even record the session to bring accountability for the people, and you can do the discovery. So overall, to see that any two connected systems, where is there any trust established, so if gaining access to one system won't compromise the rest of the system, those kind of things available in the market. So these are the features, if you will, and this partners, or some of the great partners, everybody's having this unique solutions around. So think of the company called CyberArk. They've been having a fantastic system. They have so many features, kind of meet all large enterprise needs. And you have Thycotic, those companies, that partner have a very good password management system with the right privileged access controls in place, and that is predominantly on the Windows based platform. That is a very useful system. And you have Bomgar for remote access management. You have LibreMansoft, that's very good on the Unix platforms, and you have Hitachi and then Centrify. You pretty much entire IAM things together for a small to mid-sized company. They're having a fantastic system that kind of supports or meets many of the small to medium enterprise needs. Those are the solutions and some of the partners that they can
absolutely. And who do you think is a leading vendor?
So leading, there is no one leading. Everybody leads in their market, their segment where they play. But according to Gartner, it's like CyberArk is leading the way. But every of our customer, they were unique in their own way, supporting certain market segments, meetings some of the important customer needs.
Yeah, awesome. And what we do is we will look at what the customer has problem and determine what solution and what company and how it would work best for that.
Absolutely, that's right, Chelsea. Glad that you brought up. So our role, Sennovate, is like the integration broker, if you will. So so many products available. Every product has a unique feature. How do you integrate then and deliver as a solution and provide as a managed services for everything? We take the responsibility and let customer focus on their core business. I think Ajit is going to bring us onto the topic. He's going to talk about how we did for one of our customers.
So that does lead to my next question, Ajit. Describe how you helped a client with securing their privileged administration accounts.
Yeah, Chelsea. So recently we had one of those clients with a specific need on privileged access management. So a bit of introduction about the client. This client is mainly into software services. They do support software and update software and also update all those patches. So this client has 1,500 customers. So upon helping those customers, so they have to log into the remote system to support those customers through their employees. So most of the passwords for these systems were stored in an Excel sheet. So it wasn't stored in it didn't have the structure also. Like it was all around the Excel sheet. And also they did not know how to monitor the passwords in a way that they did not know who logged into which system at what point. And also they did not have any kind of a reporting model to monitor
So this mid-sized company had about 1,500 clients, and they were storing their passwords in Excel spreadsheets, Word documents, and there was no secure at all on these documents, so anyone can get into
Yeah.
this information and use it against them. Okay, and so what did we do at Sennovate to help them?
When this particular client came to us, so we understood that this particular situation and it's kind of critical, so we had to help them as soon as possible. So we implemented Thycotic Secret Server in 3 weeks. So with Thycotic Secret Server, the password has been managed properly, and also the manager and the client's customers can understand which particular employee logged into which system at what point through the monitoring systems, and also who used so when the passwords has been changed, all those kind of reporting models. And also so this particular client had few of those customized customized reporting. We also helped them in implementing customized custom reports, and also taught them how to manage the passwords and monitor the passwords through reporting. So when we implemented this particular solution, and also we figured out that they had no model to identify or monitor the endpoints, so we also implemented Bomgar to monitor the endpoints. So yeah, basically this is how we helped the client.
Awesome. And I do have one last question. Say I was a business owner of 500 to 1,000 employees, and I feel like there's some, I would like to see my password, see what's going on. Like, how would you guys find out if, any one of my employees haven't changed their passwords in 6 months to a year? Or even if I have past employees and their accounts are still active, how do we determine that? How do we see that? Can one of you guys answer that question?
Sure.
Yeah,
you can take it.
I can start with. So initially, so most of these products like Thycotic and also CyberArk, so they provide a tool called Discovery Tool. So with Discovery Tool, we can install this Discovery Tool in any network, and also find it with all the systems, and we can identify what kind of vulnerabilities with this privileged access accounts had been happened till now. So that can be a starting point. And I think yes.
Yeah, that's good, Ajit. So basically, when awareness is most important thing wherever you go. So unless there's a problem, it's very rare, hard, and there's no solution for that. So what I would recommend all the customers is make use of this great tool from our partners to run this and then see what are the vulnerabilities in my enterprise. Then once that awareness, once that information is there, you can very well decide what can we do about that.
Yeah.
So Sennovate can do that for free. We can come to your customer site and then again run and show the report. Then that could be a first discussion point for us to kind of see what are the remediations we need to do moving forward.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for being here today and providing us with all this information. If you would like to get in touch with us about the DNA Discovery Tool, there will be a link on the bottom of the video, and I will also input a link right here on the bottom of the screen, so you guys can use that and get in contact with us. Again, thank you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Chelsea.
Thank you, Chelsea.
Ajit. Thank you everyone for joining this webinar series. See you next time.